How you doing, everybody? Welcome to another Easy Day video. So today we're going to talk about another icon in the Marine Corps information application. This is the icon which you can look for while you're downloading it on the Google Play Store and the iTunes App Store. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We'll go ahead and click on the icon here to get started. Now, again, I cannot express to you how much you're going to get in this application compared to any other mobile app out there relating to the military. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Now, today we're going to talk about the officer information icon. All right, we're going to cover what's in it, going to give you a detailed description as quickly as possible about everything that you're going to receive while you're looking in this information. So let's go ahead. This is the icon here. Let's dive right into it. Now, you can see the different things that you're going to get thus far. Okay, you have the officer information, NROTC, the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps, Platoon Leaders Course, Officer Candidate School, Fitness Preparations for Officers, the Basic School, and the Warrant Officer information. So I won't have enough time to go through every single nick and cranny, but I will give you enough information that you'll be able to see and be able to go in after you download it to get more information if that's the route you're interested in. Now, general information under the officer side. It just kind of gives you a basic rundown, general information, what the minimum requirements are to become an officer. All right. So if you have any one of those, you qualify to become an officer. It'll let you know the ROTC, the different options, different routes, and the different schools that we're going to get into. Aviation side, we are the only branch of service that guarantees the aviation side on the officer side. So it's kind of food for thought. So you have that information there, which again, just like everything else, you can go ahead, click on the share button, email it to a friend, yourself, share it on Facebook or Twitter. So we'll go ahead and cancel that out. Now let's go back to the main page with the other information. So that just falls under the general information there. And let's go talk about the recommended sites. These are the two sites. You can just click on them. They're hyperlinked into the application about becoming a Marine Corps officer. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you click on one of these sites, it'll automatically open up, and then you'll be able to go ahead and browse through it and ask any questions that you may have from previous on. All right, now, so back to the officer side, that's what you have there, and that's basically a general overview. We talk about the NROTC, the Naval Reserve Officers Training Corps, and this is everything that you need to know about that one. So you don't just have a link to a web page, and all of this, do not use your internet connection, okay? It is all just Word document information, but it is from the site itself and or based on my experiences by being a recruiter dealing with this information myself. So you talk about the mission, the history, and everything can be validated when you go onto the websites. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about the program information. You got the information there. You can scroll over, and this I think it has the hyperlinks there. It talks about what the NROTC is with the Marine option. So, and again, everything we have, you can share it. Some of the requirements. What the requirements are in order to apply for the NROTC, what time of year, how old you have to be, and what the requirements are as far as the education or the mental portion of this scholarship. All right, and it just goes on, and you can see how much information is there about how small the Trargo line is there, and these are hyperlinks that you can click and download directly to your phone and or share it just right here at the bottom of the button to any way that you feel is necessary. Scholarship options. All right, you have the Marine Corps option there, obviously. All right, but you also have the Naval option, but I strongly you do the Marine Corps option because that's just what I suggest. All right, yes, I am biased. Now you have the apply now, and again, those are the minimum requirements that you have to have there in order to do that. Now, again, if you have any questions about any of these, you can send me an email. I will be able to help you out and give you more information if needed. All right, the summer cruise training talks about what it is, you know, what is it intended for, how it works, and the details involved. So you have that there, and this is still only under the NROTC. The colleges and units for the NROTC, you can look through there. You can scroll down, scroll left, scroll right, and get the information for all of the colleges and universities that participate in the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Scholarship. And I'm sorry, yeah, I put them all in line. So you have that information right there readily available. And that is everyone that actually is currently involved. Your frequently asked questions about the NROTC, click on the hyperlink there, and it will open up another page. And those do use the internet there, so just kind of food for thought. So just keep that in mind. Now that we talked about that, let's get into the POC, the Platoon Leaders class, and talk about this. It has the information, what it is, everything you're going to do, and what happens, eligibility, aviation, and it also has a nice motivated video there. Just like on the other ones, it does not crash. So don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and play it, share it, and enjoy it. So we talk about the OCS, Officer Candidate School. It takes place in Quantico, Virginia. Everything related to OCS. All right. Questions and answers, and these are Word documents. It does not use the internet. You have your questions and answers there for frequently asked questions. All right, so don't worry about using your internet for this, because it's already in here as a Word document. All right, now academics, the curriculum that you're going to cover, the different chapters, so you can kind of get a read ahead, kind of look at it, download it, and get a head start there. Leadership traits and principles, and it is awesome because you now have the information that you've never been able to find anywhere else, or you might have had a hard time. The history of it, what is the mission, and it goes on and on. All right, some commissioning sources. This right here is a very valuable tool because it talks about, everything that you can do to become a Marine Corps officer in the different programs. All right, some helpful links, candidate information, arrival information, required gear, the dress code, the PFT, preparation, and information. So again, I don't want to go in too much detail because, if that's not enough to convince you that, you have a lot of information there from OCS, then, well, I really don't know what to tell you. But you have your fitness preparations, the basic school, and I'm just kind of talk about the basic school real quick, while I have a few more minutes. I just don't want this to go too long of a video. So you have the basic school, the welcome aboard brief that they kind of give you, general information, but you also have the different phases that you go through. So let's say if we go through phase 2, the ambushes and everything, it lets you know exactly what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be utilizing it, so you can kind of prepare yourself mentally before or while you're going through it. And then most importantly, the officer information goes through each one and how that directly correlates in a brief description about what it is to be an aviation supply officer or aviation maintenance officer and every other job that it entails to be an officer. Okay, so you have that there. The warrant officer, this is going from enlisted to the officer side, and he's sort of like in between. All right, but very powerful information. He is the master of his craft. All right, let you know the requirements there. And as you see, it does not require a college degree to become a warrant officer. And then from the warrant officer, you can actually switch over as an LDO, limited duty officer, to become a commissioned officer as a captain after a certain amount of required years. So you have this. Trust me, if this isn't enough to let you know that this application is freaking awesome, then I really don't know what to tell you. All right, but we talked about the Marine officer icon on the Marine information application. So if you have any questions, please make a comment. Tell me what you like, don't like, metaphorically punch me in the face. And hey, if you have any questions, download it, share it, get this out there. And I guarantee you, trust me, this is a great tool for every Marine, no matter what rank or grade. It's kind of interesting. People spend 99 cents on, stuff that they really don't need by investing it in something that they can and will use every day of their career. So, hey, I appreciate your support. Thank you. Leave a comment. Punch me in the face if you need it. Download it. Semper Fidelis. Out like a light.